Hi, today we're going to learn how to apply for Kairos using Schoolmint. So if you have not already created a Schoolmint account, you'll go ahead and do that using the Sign Up First button down here. If you have already created a Schoolmint account in the past or just already done that, you're going to go ahead and log in. So today we are going to log in using an email address. All right, so I'm going to go and double check that. And here we go. So I have already applied my pretend student, Jimmy South, but we're going to add a new student so that you can see the process. So this is your home screen, your student dashboard, where you'll see everything that's taking place and a summary of your application, important and active. So we're going to go ahead and do that. But before we go there, I want to show you this family profile. So this family profile has your list of legal guardians. So the adults who have legal guardianship or are the parents of the scholar that is applying for Kairos. So in this instance, it's just me, but it could be mother, father, any kind of relation as long as it is a legal guardianship over that scholar. So, and then my student, Jimmy South, here he is, 14 years old, etc., etc. So we're going to go ahead and if you'd like to add a guardian, you can go ahead and do so, and you can swap the primary on that when you go to and click on this pencil, or you can delete guardians, but there has to be one. So I can't delete this one because there's no one else to fall back on. So we're going to go ahead and go back to our home dashboard, and we're going to add and edit a new student application. And if you have not already done this yet, yours will look a little different, but it'll prompt you on how to get there. So we're going to add a new student, and we're going to create a fake name. I can spell. All right. And we're going to create a new birthday, April 11th. Let's see, how old do I want my student to be? 2010, so they're 9 years old. Okay. And then you would add a new address if the student has one or more residing addresses. But in this case, my student only has one, so we're going to leave that there. And we're going to hit save, double check, make sure everything is correct, make sure the year is correct for your student's birth date. And we're going to hit save. Your student was added successfully. Woohoo! And you're going to select the school year of which you would like to apply. Now this is 2018-2019 because I'm using an old link, but yours will look very similar. So it'll say your current school year or the school year that you're going to apply to. So this is probably January or February that you were doing this. So you're going to select the following school year. So we've already messed with Jimmy, so today we're going to do Sophia over here. And you can add an additional student if that's what you would like to do. But we're just going to handle Sophia today. So is Sophia South currently enrolled at a school in Kairos Public School Vacaville Academy? No, she is not currently enrolled. So you will go ahead and select no if your student is not currently enrolled at Kairos Public School. So that means our on-site program or our Innovative Scholars Program, which is our homeschool site. If your scholar does currently attend Kairos in some capacity, you will select yes, and it'll ask you which school, whether it's Innovative Scholars or site-based. But we're going to select no. It said no. And then you're going to enter the school of which your student is currently enrolled in. So because she's not enrolled in Kairos, we're going to go ahead and type a school in. So I'm going to go ahead and say in Foxborough, Vacaville, California. That's where we are at. Now, if you can't find your school on there, you'll hit other or not applicable. So our current grade, so I said 2010, so she's 9. So let's say she's in 3rd grade, going into 4th grade. And this part is extremely important that you get the current grade right in the grade that you're applying to. This is the sequential grade that they will be going into for the next school year. This is not what you believe that they should be going into. So you can't hold them back or push them forward or anything like that. This needs to be the current school year. So we're going to go ahead and verify that that is correct, and then we'll hit next. And then we're going to select the school of which we'd like to apply. So in this case, we're going to select our site-based TK through 8. And it's the same process if you wanted to do our Innovative Scholars Program or homeschooling, which is K through 8 instead of TK. So we're going to select site-based here and click that and then hit next. And you get these little notifications for our site-based. Thank you for your interest. I'm going to exit out of those. Thank you so much for your excitement. Does the student have a brother or sister currently attending a school within this organization? So this, within this organization means whether our site-based program or our Innovative Scholars Program. So if you saw that Sophia has a sibling or a brother, Jimmy, so it's asking if Jimmy is currently attending Kairos at some capacity, whether it's homeschool or on-site. So Jimmy is not currently attending, but if he were, I would say yes. And I would type in the sibling's name. My son's current grade, so we're going to say 7th. The school that he's attending would say on-site, but he's not. This is not accurate. And then you would put your sibling's date of birth, August 3rd, and then I think I said 2004. But this is not accurate. This is not the application we're doing, so we're going to hit no, and all that just goes away. And how did you hear about us? And this is just good old information here, so we're going to say someone affiliated with the school. And then are we applying for TK or kinder? Now Sophia, I believe, is going into 4th grade is what I said. So she's not applying for TK or kinder, but if you are applying for TK or kinder, you will select yes, and you will need to upload their birth certificate here. This is important so that we can make sure that your application goes through smoothly and they will be put into our lottery system. If there is no birth certificate, we cannot put them into the lottery until we have that. So it's extremely vital that you put those in there. But since we're not applying for TK or kinder, we're going to select no. And we are applying for a grade level 1 through 8. Yes. So because we are applying through grade level 1 through 8, we will need to supply a report card or an ARIES student data screen. So if your student goes to a school that uses ARIES, which I think most schools do, but there are some that use a different database system, then you can take a screenshot of the student data screen and upload that. Now the document uploaded needs to be a PDF or a JPEG or some permanent file that cannot be edited. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pretend to upload a report card, but it's actually going to be a Chipotle flyer. There we go. Here it comes. Da-da-da-da-da. It's processing, it's going up there. So we're going to hit view just to confirm that it is the Chipotle flyer. Yes, it is. There it is. So we're going to exit out of that. And the reason for placement, this is why you want your student to attend Kairos, and I'm going to say small school. Does your student have an employee or dependent preference? So this is children or grandchildren of Kairos employees and or current board of directors, foundation board members, or elected advisors of the board. So I'm going to go ahead and say yes, because I am an employee of Kairos. If you are not an employee or do not fall under any of these, you'll select no, obviously. Is your student currently enrolled in a Kairos program? No, they are not. But if they were, you would select one of these drop downs, whether it's a site-based or the homeschooling program. But we're going to select no. Is your student on the 2017-2018 waitlist for a Kairos program with an application submitted during the open application period for 2017-2018 school year enrollment? Oh, that's a mouthful. So basically what this is asking is if your student was on the waitlist for the school year prior. So if my student was on the waitlist for the year prior and didn't get accepted within that school year, then I would say yes. However, if you did not apply last year, and remember we can look at these to verify, then you're going to select no. And we're going to say yes, and then you're going to confirm the program for the waitlist. And we applied for the site-based program and we didn't get in, but we really want to this year. So we're going to select that portion, and the very last part of this right here is to upload the proof of residence. So we'll read this little part. Must be one of the following: PG&E statement, homeowner's insurance policy or rental lease agreement, which includes parents, guardian's name. Documentation must include service address. This is super important that it includes the service address because it helps us prove your proof of residence. So like a cell phone bill can be sent to any address. It doesn't mean that it services that actual address, where a PG&E bill has to service the address that it's sent to, if that makes sense. If you're struggling with acquiring any of these documents, please call us for assistance. We're more than happy to help you find something and get yourself situated. So I'm going to go ahead and upload that same Chipotle flyer. There it is again. Here we go. And we're going to view it just to be sure it's the same Chipotle flyer. And we're just pretending that this is a proof of residence for now. Yep, there it is. And now if you do not have your proof of residence yet, or your birth certificate, or your student's progress report card, don't worry. You can go ahead and save your progress and you can upload it later. Remember that anything that's uploaded needs to be a JPEG or a PDF, and it'll prompt you to. If you try to upload a Word document, it'll say, sorry, we can't accept that. It must be one of the following. So we've got that all covered here, and we're going to hit next. And this will be an overview of your student's application. So student's application, Sophia South, born this state, went to this school, is going into this grade, address, siblings. We don't have any attending siblings. So we have siblings, but they're not attending currently Kairos. Are you applying for TK? Blah, 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 all this stuff here. And now you'll see that the upload grade verification, you can click on that to make sure that it's the right document, and same thing for the proof of residence. You can click that as well to make sure that it's the right document that you've uploaded. And so we're going to confirm all this, say it's correct, and we're going to hit submit. It's going to warn you you're about to submit Sophia South to grade 4 to Kairos Public School Cypress program. Do you want to continue? Yes, we do. All right. So then once you have that completed, it'll take you to your dashboard, which will show you the status of your student and all the information that you've uploaded here. So if you decide that you don't want your student to attend a Kairos program anymore, you can hit withdraw here, and it will bring them. So let's say I no longer want Jimmy to attend Kairos. So we're going to withdraw him. Warning, you're about to withdraw an enrollment and all that reasons. Here, I understand. Reason, he's ineligible because he's not real. So we're going to submit that. Now you can see for your records that Jimmy was indeed withdrawn from this site here. So that's it. That's how you apply your student to go to Kairos Public Schools, whether that is our Innovative Scholars Program or our site-based program. I hope this was super helpful, and I hope that you get it, and I'm looking forward to meeting your scholars soon.